is CSN's own David Kaplan and Chicago Tribune writer David Haw bring you the best Chicago sports talk in town. Cap and Haw Show every morning at 9 a.m. on Comcast Sportsnet. Javi Baez had 3 more hits for the AAA Iowa Cubs, a 13-7 home win this evening over the Tacoma Rainiers.
Been on a nice little run here for an extended time now. Been deep last night.
Look out. Soler through the bat, and fortunately they've got a screen that extends all the way to the corner of the dugout, so that stayed out of the stands. Baez now hitting .313.
It's a pretty wide backstop, isn't it? It'd be the widest in the league.
I'm with you on that. I don't think there's another one that extends that far to either side of home plate. Ground ball toward right, and a base hit. Third time the Cubs have put the leadoff man on here in the first 5 innings. And it'll bring up Chris Coghlan.
So they're using an off-field approach as Brian did. Muscles that one through the right side of the infield.
Swung on and missed. Johnny Cueto dealing with a stiff elbow. He will not start for the Reds tomorrow. David Wright's back continues to bother him.
Spinal stenosis, the diagnosis for David Wright.
He went on the DL in mid-April with a hamstring strain, and then the back flared up.
Yeah, spinal stenosis. Story, the deal I read on it, it said treatable, not curable. It's a narrowing of the spinal column. What caused Lenny Dykstra's career to end.
The kick and the pitch and a ground ball into right. Soler at second is going to stop there, and the Cubs here near the bottom of the order have 2 on with nobody out. Can one of the Cubs starting pitchers get a bunt down?
We're about to find out, because Joe Madden doesn't really like the bunt. He usually uses it as the last option. A lot of times he'll send his pitcher up there and say, hey, take a whack at one and try a slug bunt, and then if you get that in 2 strikes and we still haven't seen anything good happen, then we'll go ahead and put the bunt on. This situation, I think he'd be more inclined to just let's play straight bunt, make sure we stay out of a double play, push these guys along, and give Russell a chance to tie the ball game with a base hit. That's what I think he'll probably do. With Joe, it's hard to know for sure, so he may roll the dice and let him swing. And
I can't imagine he'd let him possibly swing right into a double play here.
Yeah. Well, no. An inexperienced guy down there at third base at Tomas. Ideally, that's where you want to bunt the ball. They got a wheel play on. Runners
able to get back without a throw. They're trying to get a maximum lead here, and you see that guy square and a pitch near the strike zone. You tend to want to continue on to the next base.
Yeah, that's the thing. You talk about, the responsibility of everybody in this situation. For the bunter, first and foremost, get a strike and bunt it. Don't bunt through the ball. Don't take a pitch if it's in the zone. You got a chance you're going to leave a base runner hanging out to dry. Interesting. Goldschmidt is really close to the line as he starts his pursuit in from first base. Tomas trying to hold his ground so he can handle the throw at third base. And that's why it's, priority for the bunter here to get the ball down the third base line, force that third baseman to abandon the bag. Goldschmidt, I don't know if I've seen a first baseman this close to the line in this situation.
Strike called. One and two.
Goldschmidt's positioned, kind of facing the pitcher as Tomas is from third base, and then he kind of cuts in towards the middle of the diamond, I guess just to give him a better angle to make a throw to third base.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case.
Being a right-handed thrower.
Yeah, this is a good situation for you lefties because it does benefit you to have a left-handed throwing first baseman. As Arrieta strikes out, mumbling to himself, so he does not get the runners over. He also does not get into a double play. So it'll be Russell.
And it's one of the pluses of having a guy like Russell at the bottom of the order. He's got extra base power, so even though you don't get the sack down, he could drive in two here with a double. He's got a fair number of those, as a matter of fact. Among the club leaders in two base hits.
Rizzo has 10. Russell and Soler have 9.
Russell's been fun to watch just when you start to think maybe he's getting into a little bit of a funk, maybe feeling overmatched. Have a two-hit game, hit a rocket off the wall or over the wall as he did the other night in San Diego.
Caught in between 1-1.
Ruby's pretty nasty here. 95 was Sink.
Our AT&T Uverse multi-view. Cubs trail by 2. First 2 men in this inning reached. Arrieta struck out. And now 1-1 on Russell. The pitch inside. Cubs ranking 7th among the 15 National League teams in runs. 5th in homers. Been among the leaders in steals pretty much all season. Couple more tonight. 42 overall. 2nd in walks. 3-1.
Yeah, there are some similarities between these two teams. We talk a lot about Rizzo and Goldschmidt. That may be the most glaring one. Youth, two very young rosters. The Cubs have the the higher profile prospects, but some good looking young talent on this Diamondback club as well.
They are loaded. Yeah, this matchup tonight, JD, had the highest nerd game score on Fangraphs because of the youth.
Yeah, I don't know what website I was looking at the other day, and roster analysis. Diamondbacks were the youngest team in I think all of baseball. Average age a little over 27.
Mike Harkey, the pitching coach, is out. Big spot here. Bases loaded, 1 away. Dexter homered last night. for 5 on the year. Carson Sestouli rates all the games. His last line, if not an entire fountain of youth, this encounter, Cubs and Diamondbacks, certainly offers at least a long sprinkler or maybe bidet of youth. Outside, ball 1. Ball 2.
Makes Fowler so tough in this situation. He'll take his walks. He's a patient hitter, but he does have power, so he's a dangerous hitter as well. From this side of the plate, really good at hitting the ball towards that alley in left center. He may cheat on one here 2-0, though. He may try to get out in front of a fastball. Let's see if De La Rosa challenges him.
The pitch, swing and a miss.
2-0, let up again.
Well, the story of the week is pitchers using stuff to get a better grip on the ball. And we've seen some Cub hitters here lately having a tough time keeping their grip on the bat. The 2-1, another cut and a miss. When in doubt, he's going with that change.
Yep. Pitching backwards here, got into a fastball count, threw a dandy on 2-0, another one on 2-1.
Three on with 1 away. 2 singles and a walk.
Gotta come away with something here.
2 down. Here comes Chris Bryant. De La Rosa's not out of the woods yet. Is it possible, JD, that his change has been like 83 to 90?
It may be thrown 2 different kinds of changes or something. I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Soler at third, Coghlan second, Russell at first. Ball 1 to Bryant.
You see it all the time with pitchers when pushed into a corner, they go back to their favorite pitch, and clearly with De La Rosa, it's that changeup, and the Cubs just are not seeing it well out of his hand.
Double.
Here comes the 1-1. It's 1-2. It's foul. And Gosowicz will head out to the mound. And Nick Ahmed from short as well. Yeah, De La Rosa, I mean, he's a stuff guy, but he pitches like a guy who's not just a stuff guy.
No, yeah. He's
and that's a good combination to have.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen that 95 mile an hour fastball with real good sink at times tonight. He hasn't thrown his slider very often, and that's the book on him. Fastball changeup first, then the slider becomes his secondary pitch, if you will.
Did he hit him? He did, and the Cubs will get a run out of it. An RBI for Bryant. A bases loaded hit batter, and it's 2-1.
Any way you can, especially down in the count. Not sure what Tuffy Gosewich had to say to him when he went out there. Probably wasn't this. Just willing to hang in there and take one for the team. Yeah, they tried to throw that changeup again. They got him with that changeup inside first time up. And to swing over one down and in, that time he just overthrew it.
For Bryant's 3 career plate appearances this season with the bases loaded, he has walked and been hit by a pitch. That ball driven deep to left. Peralta back. It is gone. Or no, it's not. It didn't go. It stayed in the ballpark. The Cubs are going to get 3. It was right in that corner. I thought it actually had gotten into the bullpen. At any rate, the Cubs have the lead, 4-2.
They saw Rizzo after his last at-bat. He punched out. He was clearly frustrated, very upset. Been a little bit off his game here in recent days, but what a great swing of the bat that was. And he has leaned so heavily on that changeup, so if a guy's got a good changeup, think the other way. Stay back, let the ball get deep. Yeah, and here what happens is it kicks off that wall, and it looks like it's bouncing around in the bullpen. I was with you. I thought this ball was rolling around in the Diamondback bullpen.
A bases clearing double. It's 4-2. And some action. J.C. Ramirez in the Arizona pen, where I thought the ball was. And it wasn't. Ball 1 on Castro. Fastball at 96. Castro went around, according to Angel Hernandez. 1-1. Castro, the 8th Cub to bat in this inning, 2-1.
And De La Rosa just starting to hump it up there right now. Lost focus a little bit. Still throwing hard. That one clocked at 97, but location has really suffered here of late. A little frustrated, a little angry, perhaps.
High bouncer to the shortstop. Rizzo tried to get in the way of the vision of Ahmed, and he makes the play. Rizzo with the big hit in the inning. Just after Bryant got hit with the bases loaded, Rizzo clears him to the opposite field on a 3-run double. It's 4-2.
Announcing your local Ford dealer's Memorial Day All-Star event. Time to save big on America's best-selling brand. Now for a limited time, get almost any Ford car with 0% financing for 60 months. Plus on select vehicles, get $750 cash for qualified Ford and competitive owners. And get $500 to $1,000 bonus cash. Plus $500 EcoBoost cash on equipped models. Save big on a fantastic lineup of fuel-efficient All-Stars. But only for a limited time. So hurry. The Memorial Day All-Star event ends June 1st.
So you take a chance on that slick DirecTV offer. $19 you think, but after just 3 months, you're paying over $100 a month, and it keeps going up. Suddenly, you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you nearly $3,000. Thinking about DirecTV? Better hang on to your wallet.
There's nothing direct about DirecTV. Call Xfinity from Comcast for a great offer and lock in your rate for 2 years.
I'm a hard worker. I have perfect attendance.
Let me get back to you in about 6 months.
Wow. Thank you so much. 2 tacos?
I get 3.
That'll be $7.39.
When you have a BMO Harris Blackhawks debit MasterCard, it's like the team is always with you. Apply for yours today. BMO Harris Bank. We're here to help.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan here with a Coors Light Cold Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update. White Sox tried Paul Konerko's number 14 in a pregame ceremony today at packed house at U.S. Cellular Field. Atlanta Hawks guard Kyle Korver will miss the remainder of the playoffs with a severe ankle sprain. Plus, we'll have highlights of Game 3 between the Warriors and Rockets after the game. But now, we go back out to the ballpark in AC. Len and Big Jim.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 5th. The Cubs now lead the Diamondbacks 4-2. Cub fans, here's your chance to support Cubs charities and take part in one of many unique Wrigley Field fantasy experiences. Take a photo on the field, meet a player, throw out a ceremonial first pitch, or pitch us your own idea. Learn about this program by visiting Cubs.com/experiences.
Jake Arrieta working with a lead.
Ooh. Not sure where that one was.
One to Ahmed, and he drills that one out in the left center. It's going to get down. Fowler retrieves. Leadoff single. Ahmed continuing his career best hitting streak now at 8. De La Rosa takes the at bat. I wonder if the bullpen, having been used up last night, might affect what Chip Hale is doing here tonight. 87 pitches. I think if he had a stock bullpen, he might consider pinch hitting for him here, down 2.
And now he'll ask him to get a bunt down and get Ahmed into scoring position. Chip Hale, the rookie manager of the Diamondbacks.
Montero with a nice grab back of the plate. Gosewich made a similar play, although he had to leave his feet earlier.
Sometimes it's defined. That's the hardest part of this play. The catcher sometimes doesn't know where the ball is, but Montero recognized pretty early on where it was headed. Made a nice play.
Until you can prove me otherwise, I also believe Chip Hale is the first manager in Major League history named after a golf shot and precipitation.
I think you're probably right. But now you got me thinking. Old Shanks Fog. 1902 Cleveland Spiders.
4-foot putt rain. Want to know the count on Pollock.
Chip Hale went to school down the road in Tucson at the University of Arizona. So a homecoming of sorts. He coached in this organization, managed in this organization for a long time. He's kind of the anti-Dan Jennings, whereas Jennings came out of the front office with no managerial coaching experience. Chip Hale, although he's a rookie major league manager, has had a ton of experience as a major league coach and as a minor league manager. He had interviewed for a number of positions, had been a finalist for a number of jobs, and finally landed one here.
Bounce to the shortstop Castro, and they're not going to get any. You got to get an out there, and to me, and we'll see the replay obviously, it looked like Russell was still thinking 2, JD, when I didn't think they had any shot.
Yeah, so you're exactly right. He was in a big hurry to try to get 2 there. And that's the old adage, first guy sure, second guy, fast. And just in his haste, not able to handle it. And that's a big part of that transition over to second base for him, is just the timing of plays. Knowing when he has time to make a turn, when he should just go ahead and make sure he gets to force and bail out.
So the second Cub error in this one. Bryant in the 3rd. Now Russell here in the 5th. Wide for a ball on Trumbo. We don't want to get into Addison's head here, but you have to think that one thing about the move from short to second. As a shortstop and the ball's hit to you in that situation, you're trying to get it to the second baseman quickly. You're just kind of reacting. When you're the shortstop and it's a double play chance on a ball hit to second, you get a good look at what's developing at first. Trumbo swings and misses 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the mechanics of it were correct. It's just that he wasn't going to be able to turn 2.
Right. And it's that baseball clock, and his clock is wired for the shortstop position. He's still learning the second base position, and he's still learning the league too. Who gets down the line well. If he's got a real plotter going down first base line, he probably does have a chance to turn 2 there. You got a guy that can run a little bit. Well, my chances of getting 2 here aren't good. Let's just get the force play and get out of Dodge.
And Trumbo strikes out. Yeah, because I think if Russell's going for just 1, he catches that ball.
Yeah,
there's no way he clanks that.
I think the problem was trying to be real quick, trying to go from glove to hand instantaneously. You can see by his body language, he's still really frustrated with himself out there. And because this man will bat in this inning because they did not get an out there. Right now, he is Jake Arrieta's biggest fan. So, come on, big fella. Get me off the hook.
One more look.
Yeah, he's coming across the bag. He's peeking towards first base, getting ready to make the turn.
And I think it would have been the neighborhood play. He was nowhere near the bag when he actually got the ball. But I do think they would have given him the out. Two 2-0 on Goldschmidt. Peralta on deck. And it's 3-0. like the unintentional intentional walk.
Yeah, so when you're in that pitch around mode, you treat the entire at bat as if you started 0-2. Like you're 0-2 on a dangerous hitter, and you're just picking, working off the corners, hoping he'll chase something. Keep that mindset throughout the entire at bat, where sometimes guys get in trouble because they adopt that philosophy when they're behind, and all of a sudden they find themselves back in the count. Maybe, you know, they throw strike one, then the guy fouls one off, and then you get a little greedy. I'm going to finish him off, try to make a pitch in the strike zone, you hang something, and the guy hits one into the seats on you. You have to kind of commit. If the idea is to pitch around a dangerous hitter, you have to stay with it throughout the at-bat. That's a great 3-1 pitch right there. I mean, he almost got a swing, and it looked like it could have easily been called a strike. Chris Conroy, the home plate umpire tonight, has been pretty tight. Montero turning around talking to him. There's been a number of pitches tonight.
There's Chris Bosio. JD, I want to look at that error one more time because I think I missed the second base umpire, Scott Berry. Watch him. Watch his reaction. So I think he was going to say he was off the bat either way.
Yeah.
But
you're right.
To me, it looked like the neighborhood type play. Well, we'll never know. But I think Joe would have argued it had he caught it. That would have been interesting.
Yeah. Sometimes you get hung up on that kind of medium length or a little longer toss from the shortstop. That underhand shovel upsets the timing of the play. It's, you're a little too close to drop down and flip it overhand. It creates a long underhand toss, and that upsets the timing of that play.
Peralta with him loaded. Ball one low. 2 outs. Cubs just put up 4 in the top of this 5th inning to grab the lead. Trouble off the wall. Ahmed in. Pollock in. Goldschmidt scores. David Peralta, after Anthony Rizzo doubled in 3 to the opposite field, does the same here in the bottom of the 5th, and it's 5-4.
Does indeed lead to a big inning as Peralta takes full advantage of a fastball out over the heart of the plate. And that's sometimes that guy behind the dangerous hitter benefits. The pitcher works so hard. We've seen it in every Goldschmidt at bat tonight. Arrieta working really hard, making a lot of quality pitches. Goldschmidt battling him, and sometimes the next guy comes in there, and as a pitcher, you want to be a little bit more aggressive and attack the strike zone. Peralta ready to pounce.
I don't know if I've ever seen 2 bases clearing opposite field doubles in the same inning. One by one team and then one by the other. Have you? You don't see a lot of those anyway.
Yeah.
Even one.
Yeah.
Balls that were very close to being grand slams. One and 2 on Tomas. Feld Montero, as always, he tells the home plate umpire, I'm ready. I'm good.
Yeah, he was kind of dropping to his knee in pain and at the same time reaching behind him for a new baseball.
Two balls, two strikes. Arrieta to the plate, swing and a miss, strike three. And the inning is over. He's got 7 strikeouts on the night. So it was Rizzo to give the Cubs the lead. 3-run double. And then Peralta, who could not make that catch, strikes back.
It's the Volkswagen Memorial Day event, and it's time to break out the SPF. Savings, performance, fun. Right now, you can enjoy great deals on your favorite VW models, like a $500 bonus on the sporty, fun-to-drive Jetta, or the powerful, roomy, mid-size Passat, named one of Ward's 10 best. Don't miss out on these fun-in-the-sun deals. Visit the Volkswagen Memorial Day event today.
Hurry in, and you can get 0% APR for 60 months on 2015 Jetta and Passat gasoline models, plus a $500 bonus.
Verizon says never settle. T-Mobile agrees. Never settle for Verizon's overpriced gimmicks. Try the Uncarrier risk-free for 14 days. You'll love it, or we'll pay for you to go back.
With an 11% rebate on everything, Menards gives you the freedom to save on anything you choose, including sale prices. Forever Green Weed and Feed kills over 150 broadleaf weeds. Plus, get an additional 11% rebate, only $11.99. Create attractive landscaping with Mastermark Lawn Edging. Plus, get an additional 11% rebate, just $4.98. That's savings on top of savings. Dream big, America, because Menards has an 11% rebate on everything.
Save big money at Menards.
Visit CSNChicago.com for great deals on your favorite team's merchandise. From jerseys and hats to autographed memorabilia and more. Outfit yourself in your favorite team's gear and visit the fan shop at CSNChicago.com now.
Welcome back. Visit the Cubs Authentics auction page every week for your chance to own one-of-a-kind game-used Cubs items. This week's auction includes signage from the Wrigley Field collection. Go to Cubs.com/authentics before Sunday night at 8 to place your bid. The Cubs will donate net proceeds from the sale of Cubs Authentics to Cubs charities. Montero's had a very nice night defensively. See if he can get a little something going here with the stick.
And he lines to Peralta.
Didn't hit him much harder.
Soler with the Cubs trailing. All those runs in the fifth for the Diamondbacks were unearned. So Arrieta's allowed 5, only 2 earned to this point. They still count, just not against his earned run average.
Now, that'd be an interesting rule to contemplate for a tiebreaker. Earned runs versus runs instead of extra innings. Just, if one team had the advantage in the earned runs category.
Ooh.
Like say we had a train to catch back in the old days.
I would say tonight I wouldn't be for that rule, because the Cubs would be -3.
No, the team that scored more earned runs.
Oh, I
wins.
see. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the team that gives up more unearned runs.
No.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'm for it. Especially tonight.
Because, you know, you never know when we might have to catch a train.
Well, De La Rosa allowed to bat in the bottom of the 5th, and his team would end up taking the lead. He has now struck out 8 as he faces Chris Coghlan. Ball 1. Changeup. 1-1.
And when Jackson out there popping the mitt. Ruby De La Rosa grew up in the Dominican Republic, did not play a lot of organized baseball. He played La Pequita, I believe is how it's pronounced. It's kind of like cricket, played in the streets. Until his grandmother had Pedro Martinez teach him a changeup.
Tommy John surgery in 2011. Signed with the Dodgers back in 2007. Was their minor league pitcher of the year in 2010.
Diamondbacks have won 5 in a row. They're a game below 500 now. Came into play today, 5 games back in the West.
Fielded by Goldschmidt. And the inning is over as we go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-4 Arizona.
Did I miss out?
No, our sales event is still going on.
I called in sick.
I get it. You don't want to miss the great deals.
Luckily, my boss is out sick, too.
Mitchell?
Sir, I thought you...
What goes on at the sales event stays at the sales event.
Let's look at some cars. Let's do it.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2015 RAV4. Or lease RAV4 for only $199 a month. Hurry in today.
Wow, I got a great deal.
Thanks, Jam.
Feel better now?
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, I'm Chris Mars, host of That Sports Thing, the new show where I'll be talking sports with actors, comedians, and celebrity fans. It's That Sports Thing, and it's totally a thing now. Visit CSNChicago.com for every new episode.
We've been thinking, a pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. Who doesn't love that kind of precision? At GMC, we get that. Not everyone can deliver a 95-mile-an-hour Rembrandt. This is precision. This is GMC. During the GMC Spring Sales Event, lease this 2015 GMC Terrain for around $199 per month for 24 months. Welcome to the show.
This is Adam Jones, center fielder for the Baltimore Orioles. When he's not playing baseball, he's watching baseball.
Sorry, got it. I got it.
When he's not watching baseball,
Watch him run.
he's reading about baseball.
I'm going to nasty.
When he's not reading about baseball, he's listening to baseball.
I don't know how the hell I would pitch that.
And when he's not listening to baseball, he's playing baseball. MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball.
Comcast Sportsnet, your home for Chicago Cubs baseball.
How do you get to Wrigley Field? The Cubs suggest the use of public transportation. If you're a bike rider, use the Cubs courtesy bike check located near Clark and Addison. And if you drive, the Cubs provide free parking and shuttle service on night and weekend games from 3900 North Rockwell. For details, visit Cubs.com.
Arrieta against Hill. Home half of the 6th. Down the right field line, and it'll land without a play. So last night, Ender Inciarte took third base on a single to left. And you brought up the idea of maybe not advancing a third because it took the bat out of the hands of Paul Goldschmidt. It's an interesting conversation. I was talking with Pat Hughes earlier, and he said when Mays and McCovey were with the Giants, and McCovey was at his best, Hill bounces Bryant. A nice play. Willie Mays on occasion on a wild pitch would not advance to second because then they would just walk McCovey, intentionally. So Tom Tango, one of the leading sabermetricians around and has consulted with the Cubs in the past, he did some math on it, and he used kind of an example of the Marlins. A single with a runner at first, and Stanton coming up. And according to the math, he said the only way you would not want the runner to take that extra base is if you had the worst hitter in baseball on deck with the best hitter at the plate. I mean, it's got to be a stark contrast. That's deep for Gosewich, way back and into the bullpen for a home run.
Wow.
That is his first.
Yeah, there have been a couple ambushes in this series. Nick Ahmed last night with his first home run of the year, second of his major league career. Now Gosewich goes deep for the first time. He had one in his major league career prior to that. Gosewich had been overmatched first two times up. He'd struck out both times, once looking, once swinging. That's your Ford home run replay. Like a hanging breaking ball.
6-4. Ahmed, who hit his first last night, takes strike one. So in other words, if you had Giancarlo Stanton and
Duffy Gosewich?
No, yeah, I mean a pitcher, an 0-for pitcher behind Stanton, then it would be worth doing. But otherwise, and I find that interesting because I was kind of in on the idea of forcing a team to pitch to their best hitter.
Well, and I think, is he talking about run expectancy, like total runs, or just scoring a run?
Leverage index. He uses win expectancy with an average hitter, and then the talent level of the batter. So he tries to use three things, and it's pretty gory math.
Yeah, and that's why I don't believe in that. I'm not going to let this guy beat me. For me, I want to win. I don't care. I don't think there's any glory in having somebody else beat me than the star player.
Another deep drive. This one will be caught by Coughlin on the warning track to get Ahmed.
Ahmed, get out of the tree. You know what I mean? I think it's very important to always pitch carefully to the most dangerous hitters. I just don't like that adage. I'm not going to let this guy beat me. I'm going to identify this hitter in a given series or a given game. There are times when it's prudent to pitch around a guy or just put him on because he's the best hitter. But I don't sleep better at night if I walked Paul Goldschmidt and David Peralta got the game-winning hit.
Yeah. Chris Owings off the bench, pinch hitting for De La Rosa, and he bounces to Bryant. Gosewich with a home run to add some insurance. The Diamondbacks lead 6-4 as we go to the 7th.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by USAA. For those who gave everything that we may breathe free, we honor you.
Every auto insurance policy has a number. But not every insurance company understands the life behind it. Those who have served our nation have earned the very best service in return. USAA. We know what it means to serve. Get an auto insurance quote and see why 92% of our members plan to stay for life.
Hey neighbor, this Memorial Day weekend, Ace is the place for Weber Grills. For 4 days only, buy a select Weber grill and get an Ace gift card worth up to $200 and free in-store assembly.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Now at Chili's, sizzling fajitas grilled to perfection. Fresh is happening now.
Someday you won't need all of this space, and you'll miss their raisins all over the place, sandy beach toys and splattered sunscreen. So enjoy the journey and the melted ice cream.
The Infiniti QX60 and the QX60 Hybrid with best-in-class combined fuel economy. Lease the all-wheel drive Infiniti QX60 for $399 a month. Visit your local Infiniti retailer.
Cub fans, you could win a family vacation of a lifetime to Universal Orlando Resort, full of adventure, excitement, and magic. Enter to win at csnchicago.com/universal now through Sunday. They're having a riot on that roller coaster.
Congrats to the Blackhawks. Both their wins have been in overtime in their Western Conference final. So it's 2-2 as they'll head back to Anaheim. Kind of needed that one, didn't they?
Yeah, I would say.
Here's J.C. Ramirez, and he'll face pinch hitter Mike Baxter, who will spell Jake Arrieta.
Chip Hale used everybody in his bullpen in the ball game last night. De La Rosa in position to get a win, but he's going to have to wait it out. There's still 3 innings to play here.
Well, I like the quality start stat, but this is where the buzzards circle around it. Jake Arrieta had a quality start tonight because 3 of his 6 runs allowed were unearned. But again, most quality starts are much better than that.
Yeah, and I thought, you know, as I think has been the case a lot this year, pitched better than the numbers. Defense a little sloppy behind him. I thought he got pinched a few times by the home plate umpire, a couple times in key situations to dangerous hitters, but that's the nature of the sport. We said they weren't egregiously bad calls. There was borderline pitches that looked like they were strikes.
Tuffy Gosowich has 2 major league home runs, and they both have been against the Cubs. His first was last year in April off Jason Hamill at Wrigley Field, and then tonight off Arrieta as Baxter strikes out. And here comes Russell. Strikeout, a walk, and a run.
Can't force it. A young guy who's made a big error, he wants to atone for that, but you can't go up there just hacking. You gotta just take a good solid approach.
Bounces back to Ramirez. 2 outs.
Center fielder, Lester Fowler.
But off the plate in on Fowler. Finish the road trip tomorrow and then back home. 121st pitch on Monday, Memorial Day, against the Washington Nationals. I guess Tanner Roark will start for the Nationals. He was terrific in their rotation last year, but bumped with Max Scherzer joining them in the offseason. Doug Fister is on the DL. So Roark will get a spot start. 2-1. Jason Hamill, Jeremy Hellickson here tomorrow. Washington got thumped 8-1 at home against the Phillies to end their 6-game winning streak. Cole Hamels 8 innings 1 run. Steven Strasburg 3 2/3 innings 6 runs 5 earned. His ERA now 6.50. He's 3-5. Stretch time here in Arizona. It's the Diamondbacks 6 and the Cubs 4.
Binny's Beverage Depot is going to bat for Make-A-Wish, Illinois. Every time the Cubs leadoff man gets a hit, Binny's will donate $100 to Make-A-Wish, Illinois. That calls for a toast. Binny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. If you can't find it at Binny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Remember the invite? Remember to make reservations?
Absolutely.
Remember the tickets? Remember where we parked?
Absolutely.
Generously appointed Lexus ES and ES Hybrid with leading-edge connectivity. Unforgettable. Lease the 2015 ES 350 for $349 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Terry runs a small business, and he always brings more than just a deposit to the bank.
Morning, Terry.
Like my new glasses? I'll just put this in the tube. Can I get my change in bows?
So one day, when he told the teller,
I just won $1 million in the lottery.
She just rolled her eyes and said, just fill out a deposit slip, hon.
Okay, but I think I'm going to need a bigger tube.
Well played, Terry. You're living proof that anything's possible.
If you've been wishing for something amazing, at Cricket Wireless, we've got it. A special offer on the new Samsung Galaxy S6. Plus, we've got more 4G LTE coverage nationwide than T-Mobile or Sprint. Because a great phone deserves a great network. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
Follow the Cubs all season with MLB.com at-bats. At-bat is up to the moment at any moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcast, statcast, and more. Get MLB.com at-bat for your smartphone or tablet.
Former Diamondback Edwin Jackson will be the first man out of the Cubs bullpen tonight as they trail 6-4 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Threw no hitter while wearing a Diamondback uniform, and Miguel Montero was the catcher. 9 times he has pitched this year, 2-1, 4.22 ERA. Been a while since he's been out there. But a week and change.
Ball 1. Cubs high A affiliate, the Myrtle Beach Pelicans, with a 7-3 win over the Potomac Nationals. Jamer Candelario had 2 home runs in that one. The Pelicans off to a great start, 26-14. First year of their affiliation. The Candyman.
I heard a rumor that Jeff Van Gundy might be their coach.
Jeff Van Gundy?
Yeah. Pelicans.
Oh, right. The other
Pelicans.
Yeah. This would be the baseball version.
Van Gundy could probably coach some baseball. Jackson should be fresh, should be strong. He's throwing 95 miles an hour. The question is, how will the control be after the long layoff?
Edwin 31, 6'3", 210. Breaking ball is bounced to Bryant. So we did not see the glove tap because he didn't really have time. And it's funny how you give guys time in this game, and that's when the bad habits usually pop up. But when you don't have time, you just react.
Yeah, you're kind of moving forward through the ball. Caught it in a nice rhythm.
Trumbo 1 for 3, double in a run, reached on an error as well.
Mark Trumbo in his major league career prior to this year had 7 triples. He's got 3 triples this year. You don't think of Mark Trumbo as a triples hitter. But this ballpark will yield some triples. I don't know if he's hit him here or not.
Castro surrounds it. 2 outs.
Remember the other day we had that conversation about minor league logos?
Yeah.
I was reading a note here. This day in baseball history, 1906. In Oakland, the San Francisco Seals played the first PCL game in the Bay Area since the big earthquake, and they were 4-3 victors over the Fresno Raisin Pickers.
The Raisin
Pickers. How did that go away? They need to bring that back.
A strike on Goldschmidt. He has walked twice in this game, and both times has come around to score. Yeah, I'm kind of into the history of old ballparks, as Goldschmidt sends a towering fly to deep center. Fowler has it. They've got that deck right above him, that ledge that kind of overhangs the field, so it gets a little tricky out there, and it just stayed in. And Fowler made a nice catch on the warning track to end the inning. So that'll keep the game 6-4 as we go to the 8th.
When the moment's spontaneous, why pause to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial.
Creator of Knob Creek, Booker No, once said, if you're not completely satisfied with the big, full flavor of our bourbon, just send back the unused portion, and we'll drink it for you. Knob Creek, aged 9 years for big, full flavor.
Chicago is a place where made in America still means something, and quality means everything. And when it comes to the highest quality cars on the road, Honda is America's best, with millions of Hondas built right here in America from suppliers right here in the Midwest. And right now, your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers are celebrating with 0.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers on all 2015 Honda Civics and Accords. Don't miss the America's Best Sales event at your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealer today.
Cub fans hoping for a late comeback here. A T-Mobile game changer. Chris Bryant has hit in his last dozen games, including tonight. Those numbers are up to date. I like.
Yeah, and you look at the rookie leaderboard. He's up there in just about every category as he makes his case. A possible Rookie of the Year award. Good year. It's a bumper crop. Bunch of them on the field here tonight. Bryant, Soler, Russell, Tomas. Kidding, well, a couple of those kids in L.A. Guerrero, Peterson.
1-0 the count. Ramirez in his second inning of work, fouled back 1-1. I wanted to finish the point. You mentioned the Seals. Obviously never had a chance to go to Seals Stadium because it was demolished in 1959. But that's where the Giants played their first, 2 years? They moved to San Francisco. It was in the Mission District. Opened in 1931. PCL's Seals played there.
Yeah, back in the day, the PCL was a great league. There were a lot of guys that were major league caliber players that preferred to stay home in California and played in the PCL.
Shallow right field, and it'll be Trumbo. One out here in the Cubs' eighth. Seal Stadium held 18,600 fans. And at times they had a live seal in a water tank behind the grandstand or under the grandstand. So yeah, so the Giants played there while they were building Candlestick Park. Did not have a warning track.
Well,
even when the Giants were
question. There. So I was going to ask when the warning track came into play in baseball. But a lot of the old-timey parks didn't have one. But you had to be playing Major League Baseball there in 1960 without a warning track. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Ground ball, and he hit it right to the shortstop, the only guy on that side of the infield, Ahmed.
Shortstop, Starlin Castro.
Well, the Diamondbacks, like everybody else in baseball, they've got some power arms in that bullpen, but the bullpen's been leaky for them. That's been a big issue for this club. And you feel like you can come from behind against them. Cubs are running out of outs, of course. They're down to their last 4. Chip Hale currently going with the bullpen by committee. He's trying to piece it together.
Ground ball, base hit to right. So Castro's on, and that'll get the tying run up. And it looks like Miguel Montero will not face Ramirez as Chip Hale's going to make a double switch.
Oliver Perez. Looks like he'll be next.
So a Weber sauces and seasonings call to the pen. Why grill with anything else? Inciarte also in for Trumbo. Pitching change. We'll be back.
A strong business needs to be connected. Elk Grove Village is home to a community of over 3,600 companies. It's surrounded by highways. Its freight rail served. And its next-door neighbor is the world's busiest airport. So when it comes to being connected, we have options. Elk Grove Village. Makers wanted.
I sell paintings of cats.
I sell antique cameras.
I sell mufflers.
Cellos.
Surfboard.
Stemware.
It's odd.
Beautiful.
It has an unusual shape.
I have no idea how to pack this.
Wow, we need help.
I need experts. It's fragile.
Can you be trusted?
The UPS store pack and ship guarantee. We pack it, we ship it, we guarantee it.
So if anything happens to this,
we'll take care of it.
I love logistics.
We pack it, we ship it, we guarantee it at the UPS store.
Ciarte's in the ninth spot. Now Weber's Sauces and Seasonings call to the pen. It is veteran Oliver Perez, the lefty. And we saw him last night as well. And he'll face Miguel Montero with a man on and 2 outs here in the 8th.
Yeah, just a third of an inning of work for Perez last night. And veteran lefty gives you a little this, a little that. You saw it there, the little turn his back to the hitter routine, and he's got some funk. Throws a fastball about 90 to 92. And slider is his secondary pitch, if that makes any sense.
His primary secondary. Pitch. I like it.
Well, he's got a changeup, but he hardly ever uses it these days.
Swing and a miss on a breaking ball.
And a Padre, a Pirate, a Met, a Mariner. This is his second year with the Diamondbacks.
And he hit him on an off-speed pitch. And as always, Montero just runs hard down to first.
Well, that's a win right there. You'll take that against a left-hander with a funky delivery like Perez. A little breaking ball off the hip. All right. Here comes Mike Harkey. Soler really hasn't gotten into any kind of a real power groove, but you know it's in there. You know, sooner or later he's going to break out.
You know, Harkey's not saying this, but some pitching coaches probably would like to say, hey, Ollie, we brought you in to get Montero out and you hit him. What are you thinking?
Yeah. So you owe us one.
And I told Hale to bring you in to face the lefty, so you better get Soler out. So you owe me.
Yeah, we're going to have problems. I'm going to have to answer to the skipper. So they're looking out there, sizing him up.
And as we told you last night, Addison Reed is no longer their closer, so we're not exactly sure if they have a lead in the ninth. Who Chip Hale will use.
Yeah.
Daniel Hudson.
Hudson worked a couple innings in the ball game last night. I'm kind of surprised to see him up.
Missed again, 3-0.
I'd turn him loose right here.
Yep.
Good swing. Well, you got a left-handed hitter in Coughlin on deck, so that's not a favorable matchup. If you pinch hit, you got Herrera, Ross, and Lake on the bench. They're going to go to the righty in the pen. It's not necessarily the best matchup. Of all the different scenarios you could consider, for me, letting Soler swing 3-0 is about as good as any.
Three and two.
That crossfire delivery, slings it toward the inside corner, catches the inside corner. It's a quality pitch. Now Soler's got to battle. Got to compete.
Runners will go here with 2 outs and a 3-2. And here it is. Driven out to deep right center. Off the wall. Castro's going to score. Here comes Montero. Throw to the plate. Safe. We're tied.
Wow. Double, toil and trouble. That's been the theme here tonight. A couple bases clearing doubles. Now a 2-run double by Soler. He mashes that pitch. Fastball outside part of the plate, up a little bit. Wow, what a swing of the bat. It looked like Miggy was starting to run out of gas as he got close to home plate, but he had just enough left in the tank to get there ahead of this throw. Kind of an awkward, jarring slide, but he beat it.
So interesting, you get the lefty-lefty matchup here, and Chip Hale is going to go to a righty. So Perez hit Montero, gave up the double to Soler. We're now tied at 6. And the Weber sauces and seasonings call to the pen. We'll be back in the 8th.
Chicago is a place where made in America still means something, and quality means everything. And when it comes to the highest quality cars on the road, Honda is America's best. With millions of Hondas built right here in America from suppliers right here in the Midwest. And right now, your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers are celebrating with 0.9% APR financing for well-qualified buyers on all 2015 Honda Civics and Accords. Don't miss the America's Best Sales event at your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealer today.
Everyone builds dream houses. But when you dream, you close your eyes. That's why you need a guide. To see if it's too close to the train. To line up a good school. And remind you of the cost of a pool. With a RE/MAX agent, you will see how much better than a dream home the right home can be. RE/MAX. Dream with your eyes open.
Imagine if you could predict an accident before it happened. Presenting the world's first car that warns you of a possible collision 2 cars ahead. Helping you avoid accidents you don't see coming. Lease the all-wheel drive Infiniti Q50 for $309 a month. Visit your local Infiniti retailer.
So Weber sauces and seasonings call to the pen, and here is Daniel Hudson. Talked about him last night, coming back from 2 Tommy John surgeries.
Yeah, he's got a big arm, and apparently all the way back, because he was lighting up the radar gun last night in the mid-90s. Pitched 2 innings. Allowed no hits, no runs, struck out 3, didn't walk anybody through 27 pitches. I thought they might try to stay away from him because of his injury history.
Well, he did come back late last year, made 3 appearances. But yeah, quite a story. And he will face Chris Coughlin.
He starts change up.
It's ironic, isn't it? Soler wanted ball 4, didn't get it. Chip Hale's now probably wishing he had gotten ball 4.
Just might get what you need.
And if you're Soler, you're glad he didn't, because he then hit a 2-run double to tie it.
This is a pitch around situation with the base open. Junior Lake will pinch hit, and after a couple off the plate, I thought maybe they just go ahead and put him on. But
are you surprised he took him out?
Perez? Well, I thought when he took him out, I thought he was going to walk Coughlin and pitch to Lake.
No. So you hit Montero, but the lefty righty splits are drastic. For Perez, he has been really bad against righties and pretty good against lefties. 227 left-handers, 409 righties. Hudson was once traded for Edwin Jackson. White Sox dealt Hudson and David Holmberg to Arizona for Edwin back on July 30th, 2010.
This is the first time this year that Hudson has worked on back-to-back days. He actually made a start back on May 10th against the Padres.
Go, attaboy. There's ball 4, and here is Lake.
So they gave Chris Coughlin every opportunity to get himself out. He didn't bite, took the walk, and now it falls to Junior Lake. Nice 2-out rally here in the 8th. It's kind of a theme here tonight, 2-out runs. Baxter was used earlier. Lake now. That leaves Herrera and Ross on the bench as we start to contemplate possibly another extra inning ball game.
Oh boy, oh boy, let him know. 1 ball, 1 strike on Lake,
which would only be fair, right, for those folks who watched the Blackhawks and then changed over. They want to get their share of baseball.
Right. Yep.
And they went, what, 2 overtimes?
Yeah, the Blackhawks, when they go to OT, they usually go pretty deep. Good hack at that fastball at 97. Yeah, you saw the lights flickering. There aren't fireflies in the park, I don't think. Everybody has the flashlight app working on their iPhones or other devices.
It could be this could be some kind of code.
One and 2 on Lake. Here it is in the dirt.
Just thought of another way to cheat in baseball. Use your phone to flash signs to the hitter from the outfield.
gets by, nearly hit Lake, and both runners will advance. Now 3-2 on Junior.
Hudson tapping his chest to go switch as if to say that one's on me. Well, they do rule it a wild pitch. In my mind, I thought he probably should have been able to handle that one.
Swing and a miss, and Junior just shattered the bat over his knee. In frustration, Jorge Soler, however, ties it up. 2-run double. It's 6-6 in the 8th.
On behalf of Southwest Airlines, welcome to Chicago.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, don't everybody get up at once.
Come on. Let's go. Follow me. Door.
Seriously, we can't miss you if you don't leave. Once again, we have landed. Welcome. Thank you so much. Come back and see us.
Sometimes flights end before games do. Watch free live TV on your own device. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
The Great Escape wants to send you to Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll experience 2 amazing theme parks, non-stop nightlife, and stay on site at Universal's Cabana Bay Beach Resort. Just go to csnchicago.com/universal to enter for your chance to win. Weeknights, don't miss Sports Talk Live on Comcast Sportsnet. David Kaplan leads a roundtable on the day's hottest topics, interviews Chicago's biggest stars, and interacts with you, the viewer. Sports Talk Live, presented by the all-new Chevy Silverado. Weeknights on Comcast Sportsnet.
David Kaplan at our Comcast Sportsnet studios with a Sportsnet Central update. Paul Konerko had his number 14 retired today at U.S. Cellular Field before a packed out. Konerko retired last season after 18 years in the game, 16 with the White Sox. Tough break for the Atlanta Hawks. Kyle Korver gone for the remainder of the playoffs with a severe sprain of his right ankle. And we'll have highlights of Game 4 between the Hawks and Ducks from the United Center after the Cubs and D-backs goes final. Now back to Chase Field. Here is Len and Big Jim.
It is 6-6 here in the bottom of the 8th. 30,502 in attendance. James Russell got out of an inning late last night without having to throw a pitch. It was the 11th as he picked off Nick Ahmed. So he's already blown way past the pitch count last night. 1-1 on Peralta. 3-run double in the 5th to give Arizona the lead. Bounced foul to first.
Two-out, 2-run single by Tomas in the 1st. 2-out, 3-run double by Peralta in the 5th.
Slicing drive to left, handled by Coughlin. One away.
Rizzo's bases clearing double came with 2 outs. Soler's 2-run double came with 2 outs. Well, James didn't work a whole lot harder than he did last night. Dispatched the one lefty he had to deal with, and will put his feet up.
It's Jason Mott. The Weber sauces and seasonings call to the pen. Tied late. We'll be back.
Hi, we're here to look at a Camry.
Oh, we just came from a birthday party. Oh, let me get you a new one.
Those Camrys are so reliable.
Yeah.
And you gotta love that bold new styling. Here you go.
Whoa.
Wow.
Those balloon towers don't make themselves.
During the final days of Toyota Time, get $500 Memorial Day bonus cash on top of current offers on a 2015 Toyota Camry, Camry Hybrid, or Prius. Don't miss your chance for these Memorial Day savings.
Thanks, Jen.
Thanks, Jen.
Now you both have Camrys.
Yeah.
Toyota, let's go places.
What's in a can? Possibilities. The beginning of something promising. Something real. That will refresh your perspective every time. So what's in a can? That's up to you.
Today, Feldco honors the best of the best, the top of the class, the ultimate in energy efficiency. To celebrate, Feldco is offering 2 windows for the price of 1.
That's right. Get 2 windows for the price of 1 and graduate to higher savings with no money down, no interest, and no payments for 1 year.
2 windows for the price of 1 and soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Weber sauces and seasonings called to the pen. Here's Jason Mott. 1 out, bottom of the 8th.
21st appearance for the hard-throwing right-hander. 1 up, 1 down, 4.96 ERA. He's going to go 94 to 97 with that heater. He's going to throw it a high percentage of the time. Every now and then a little cutter. Lately, doing a little better job getting down in the strike zone. He looks to elevate that high fastball, and he can be effective up there. He's at his best when he starts down and then works up.
Tomas looks at strike 1.
Jason, 2/3 of an inning in the ball game last night, allowed a hit, no runs. No walks, no strikeouts through 15 pitches, 11 for strikes.
Skip to the second baseman, Russell. 2 outs.
Second baseman,
Every infielder who's ever played the game at any level will tell you that's the most fun and the easiest ball to play.
A high bounding ball.
They usually take pretty good hops. Catch it about chest level, make the throw.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about right there. A little power heater down around the knees. A good starting point for him.
The 0-1 to Hill.
Mostly about arm angle. They noticed he was kind of pushing the ball up there a little bit. He's kind of got a short arm delivery to begin with, but we're working with him trying to get the arm back up on top a little higher, and that will allow him to drive that ball down in the strike zone as he has his last 2 pitches.
Should make the seats, and it will. At the 3rd row. 3 Cubs in the area. Mott may have gotten away with 1.
Well, yeah, Aaron Hill, you know, we've seen home runs from Nick Ahmad. We've seen Tuffy Go Switch, guys you don't normally think of hitting the ball out of the ballpark. Now, Aaron Hill's got a pretty good power resume, so you got to be careful with him. Tie ball game. Stay away from his power. So it's either down and away, or if you want to go up, make sure you get it up, way up above the hands.
Castro to end the inning. We'll go to the ninth, tied at 6.
Nissan Altima with up to 270 horsepower. Get the ride of your life at your local Nissan store. Plus, get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select models. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
Join Verizon today for $80 a month and $15 per line to get unlimited talk and text, plus 10 big gigs of shareable data. And coverage? We're talking 3 times the 4G LTE coverage of Sprint. I mean 3 times. After all, if your 4G LTE network isn't there when you need it, is it really worth what you're paying? Now also get $200 when you join and buy a new smartphone. Stop by or visit us online and save without settling. Only on Verizon.
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco spicy chicken is so deliciously hot, it's generating reactions from everyone, like the memer.
Whew, eat spicy goodness like a boss.
The selfiers.
So good. Gotta get a selfie. So hot. Got a selfie or selfie.
And the behind the timeser.
This sandwich is the bomb. Raise the roof!
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco, our signature spicy chicken topped with fresh jalapenos and ghost pepper sauce. How will you react?
Nissan Altima with up to 270 horsepower. Get the ride of your life at your local Nissan store. Plus, get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select models. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
Cubs fans, get ready for an exciting finish. Brought to you by New Finish Car Polish and the #1 rated scratch remover, Scratch Doctor.
Tuesday night, watch the Cubs try to shut down Bryce Harper and the Nationals. Coverage begins at 5:30 on CSN Chicago. Hard to shut that guy down, man.
Bryant and Harper, that'll be fun. Enrique Burgos in a 6-6 tie.
Well, he was throwing pellets in the ball game last night. Check out the strikeout numbers: 22 strikeouts in 12 2/3 innings. That's way above average. Ooh, how about that slide piece? Good luck, boys. Just be ready.
De La Rosa, Ramirez, Perez, Hudson, Burgos.
Well, if Chappelle decides to settle on a guy as his closer, stuff-wise, this might be the best candidate.
Fowler and Bryant also due here in the Cubs ninth. Diamondbacks 1-13 last night. 2-2 pitch. Also splintered the end of his bat.
Choose your weapon, sir.
You got to drop it immediately or it's a 2-minute penalty.
A piece of ghost switch with the follow through. Burgos, 24 years of age in Panama City, Panama. Big kid, 6'3", 250. really high walk totals throughout his minor league career.
Another 3-2 to Russell, and he got it on the slider.
That's a menacing slider that he's featuring here tonight. He throws it hard. And look at the depth. Look how far down that breaks.
As menacing as the Crotalis Atrox?
No, not quite that menacing.
That would be the Western Diamondback Rattlesnake.
What was it again?
Crotalis Atrox. It is venomous. As Fowler drops a single to center. Go-ahead run is on with one out. You don't want to run into a Diamondback Rattlesnake. And there haven't been many pitchers who wanted to run into this guy this year. Chris Bryant.
See if Fowler can measure lead, get a jump, steal a base here. Rizzo's trying to freeze him, holding the ball a long time, and we'll reset. With his steal in the first, Fowler is now 11 out of 15 in the stolen base department.
Good play by Gosewicz.
Yeah, Burgos, I mean, he's a young kid. He doesn't have a lot of experience in high leverage situations. Looks to me like the moment's getting to him a little bit. It seems just the way his body language, the way he's reacted out there to a couple situations, whether it's a borderline pitch he thought should have been called a strike, or now with Fowler on base. So he's having a hard time controlling his emotions. And maybe you don't try to steal right off. You see if maybe he'll walk somebody or bounce one and go to second base that way. And by somebody, I mean Chris Bryant.
Knocked down by Tomas. Everybody's going to be safe. So 2 on for Rizzo.
First baseman Rizzo.
They called that an error on Tomas.
He was playing tight to the line, trying to take away a 2-base hit down the third baseline. It was sharply hit. He's not the smoothest operator over there at third base. So it was an ugly looking play, but Bryant hit it sharply as well. Didn't move his feet, tried to glove it, couldn't hold it.
So Chardet didn't write the song about Tomas.
Asmani was not the subject matter.
Here's Rizzo. Fowler at second, Bryant at first. Cubs trying to break the tie.
Pedro Strop is warming in the Cubs bullpen.
Foul to first.
When asked earlier today, Joe Maddon said he would not stay away from Hector Rondon if he was available. At the time when the writers were asking, I don't know if he's going to be available tonight or not. Wait till he plays catch to see how he feels. But he still has the confidence of the manager. And Rondon is, at least from what Joe had said, not in jeopardy of losing his job as the closer. It may be that job falls to Strop here tonight.
Rizzo, towering shot, deep right center, and it is gone! 3-run homer!
How about 6 RBIs tonight for the big guy? Launch mode, high and deep, and gone. Oh my! Look at that swing.
Six. Number 9 for Rizzo. That one felt good. One and one to Castro.
Career high for Anthony. Ties his career high 6 driven in a ball game.
One ball, 2 strikes. Ciarte gave it his best shot. Swing and a miss for out number 2. Both outs have been strikeouts here in this 9th inning. With the big blast by Rizzo, there's Montero. Not sure what that was. Sounded like your wake-up call from last night.
Go with angry ball player.
Inside on Montero.
I didn't need to scream tonight. Rizzo made a loud noise and woke everybody up.
It'll be the bottom of the order for the Diamondbacks in the bottom of the 9th. Cubs scoring 5 times here in these last 2 innings to turn a 6-4 deficit into a 9-6 advantage. Burko's body language. You just showed this. Wondered what had happened. You kind of figure out something bad had happened earlier in the inning to him. Swing and a miss to end the inning, so he picks up 3 strikeouts, but he also gave up a 3-run homer to Anthony Rizzo, MVP candidate. And it's 9-6 in the 9th.
Someday you won't need all of this space, and you'll miss their raisins all over the place, sandy beach toys and splattered sunscreen. So enjoy the journey and the melted ice cream.
The Infiniti QX60 and the QX60 Hybrid with best-in-class combined fuel economy. Lease the all-wheel drive Infiniti QX60 for $399 a month. Visit your local Infiniti retailer.
What's in a drop? The expectation of what comes next. That's what keeps the energy going. The drop refreshes the beat every time. So what's in a drop?
Hey, Ralph, that's traveling. What the heck's going on out there? That's flagrant.
Bo needs my help.
What? I'm from Camp, Wisconsin.
You need to have some fun.
Whoa, yeah.
Wisconsin. Amazing what a little fun will do.
When she comes, she'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
Rizzo with 2 huge extra base hits tonight. Go ahead 3-run double. Go ahead 3-run homer. And here's Pedro Strop, and this is a save opportunity with a 3-run lead.
Bottom of the order due up here for the Diamondbacks. Go switch Ahmed and then Inciarte, who came in earlier in a double switch for Strop. And of course, the one thing you want to avoid is having to deal with Goldschmidt here in the bottom half of the 9th. And if Strop has his way, that will not be an issue.
So Anthony Rizzo just hit his first 3-run homer in a while. Might be since 2012 when he hit a grand slam off Jared Hughes. I'm looking on his home run log on Baseball Reference. Yeah. His last 6 had been solo shots. Goes Swish on the ground to Castro. 1 down. Let's see.
Shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
It's 9 in a row retired. Cubs pitching here.
All right, can you help me do some math here?
Yeah.
So his 15th career homer was a grand slam. And the one he just hit was his 80th. So is that right? He went 65 homers between 3-run shots. Just kind of a weird little thing. Or between home runs of 3 or more RBIs, we should say.
Yeah, so now you've got me thinking we should start to do some digging around and finding, what percentage of home runs are solo home runs, what percent come with men on base. I think it's game has evolved, and managers and pitching coaches and pitchers have gotten smarter about situational pitching. You're going to see guys like, you see it all the time now. 3-1 sliders, 2-0 changeups to dangerous hitters, even with a couple guys on base or the bases loaded, with the mindset of, if I walk them, so what? I'll move on to the next guy.
2 down. Yeah, so of his 80 career home runs, 1, 2, 3, 4 have been with 2 or more men on base. Well, I could also speak to maybe the last couple of years, teams being
a lot of chances,
careful against him with men on. Swing and a miss by Inciarte.
Well, if Strop nails it down here, he'll become the 3rd pitcher to record a save for the Cubs this year. Rondon has 9. Travis Wood picked one up on the last homestand. Chappelle and his bullpen continue to struggle. They've been plagued by the long ball.
Fly ball left field. Coughlin has it. Cubs win. Cubs win. Anthony Rizzo knocks in 6. Jason Mott gets the win. Pedro Strop notches the save, and a chance for a series win tomorrow. Cubs are 3-2 on this trip.
Well, after getting kicked in the gut last night, nice to come back and come from behind to win one here tonight. Make a lot of noise late in the ball game. 2 in the 8th, 3 in the 9th. Rizzo has a monster evening, and the Cubs even the series.
Handshakes all around. And they snap a 6-game skid against Arizona, and our Binny's Beverage Depot toast of the game, Anthony Rizzo.
Second time in his career he has driven in 6. Pretty sweet.
So join us Tuesday night. We'll hit the air at 5:30 for pregame coverage here on CSN as the Washington Nationals are in town, game 2 of a 3-game series from beautiful Wrigley Field. Now for JD and our entire crew here in Arizona, this is Len Casper inviting you to stay tuned for Sportsnet Central coming up next. Cubs win. Cubs win. Good night, everybody.
And there they are, 57 million miles from Earth.
How does it look? Here we go. Roger.
Now he's exited the module, and we are one step from Mars.
1201.
Never miss a moment. Get live TV on the go included with AT&T UVerse TV.
Get your Memorial Day party on at American Sale. Right now, get up to 50% off pools, spas, and patio sets. And for a limited time, get 0% financing for 24 months. Or save $100 on every $1,000 spent. The more you buy, the more you save. Save up to $500 on patio furniture, $500 on above-ground pools, $1,000 on spas. But hurry, this sale ends May 31st. 9 Chicagoland locations. Visit AmericanSale.com and get your fun on.
TLX from Acura.
Visit your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Acura dealer for attractive offers on the TLX.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Ball strike 3.
2 oil changes for the price of one? That's $14.99 each. Just ask at CarX.